Political science and history major, hailing from Macon, Georgia.
So, Mr. Glover, can you explain to me the situation that you formed, the position that you formerly held?
I was formerly, for a brief stint of time, the 2009-2010 Student Government Association Vice President at the Tennessee State University.
And what happened?
Basically, I didn't meet post-certification of the position. The position is required that to be post-certified, you have to have at least 12 hours of the semester in which you campaign for the position and at least a 2.0 GPA for that semester, or 2.3 GPA, I'm sorry, for that semester. And of course, I didn't meet that requirement because I didn't do too well in a math class, contemporary math.
And this happened after the election, so when all of the students, they were home for the summer. So have you known this from the beginning, since May 20th until now, or did it just all of a sudden happen?
I actually found out about this little ordeal after the NASAP conference, which was held a couple weeks after school ended, when grades posted. And I found out that I did have an F in the class, and you know, I was surprised, to be honest with you. But you know, I pretty much began the appeal process because and the reason why I was appealing the grade is because a large number of students who took the class didn't fare well in that class either. So, you know, I pulled the numbers, you know, called some students who passed, and majority of the people in the class failed the class. So there's a certain part that is to the student when, you know, taking the class. However, the professor has responsibility also. So if his teaching practices are not effective and, you know, he's not getting across to the students, so that's something on his part. So I was appealing his teaching practices and his effectiveness as a professor. The appeal, I would talk to him. He said he wouldn't change it. I also appealed to his department head, Dr. Sandra Scheidt, and the appeal process was in that process for the longest. I think it was about 3 weeks. It was in that process. She was reviewing the grade. The numerical grade he gave me was 48 in the class. After her process and after her finding points and stuff he graded wrong and that nature, she was able to bring the grade up to a 59. So my logic was, if you were able to bring it up, you know, that many points from a 48 to a 59 in just a 2-week period, just imagine what could have been done over the span of a semester. So, but long story short, she couldn't, well, she didn't see grounds to bring the grade up any, so the grade still remained an F. So my next process was to appeal to Dr. Johnson, the interim dean for the College of Arts and Sciences. She reviewed it. Basically, let me get you, I'm not appealing him. I'm not appealing the grade, I'm appealing teaching practices. So she didn't see any grounds for it, so she didn't approve of the appeal, and I pretty much ended the appeal process there.
The appeal process there. So who was the professor?
The professor was Mr. Kenneth Daniels.
Mr. Kenneth Daniels, and you took him for contemporary mathematics?
Correct.
So how did the administration approach you after your appeals?
Administration of the university, or
to tell you that you couldn't serve as the vice president?
They followed procedure. You know, I received a letter that I had I had an X amount of days to appeal. Also, after, you know, that deadline, you know, expired, I received the letters, you know, saying that I was not post-certified for the position, and, you know, that I would not serve to that capacity within the Student Government Association for the upcoming academic school year. So they handled it the way they should have.
But you ran it by yourself, so now where does that leave the student body?
As I said during my campaign slogan, you're in good hands. Regardless, I don't need a position. If you can pull the videos, I don't need a position. I don't need a title to continue to work for the students at Tennessee State University. Just yesterday, a student called me on the Student Government Association telling me that she had financial problems and she didn't know if she was going to be able to return. We found money for her. Nothing's going to stop the Danny Glover train at Tennessee State University. As long as there's a student that needs help, as long as there's a student that doesn't have a voice, I'm going to speak for that student. I'm going to, you know, speak that student's feelings to the entire, you know, campus.